Buster Crumpton, and this is our second show of the season as we come to the completion of week 2 in the region, getting around to baseball and its news as it appeals to all the Region 8 fans out there in internet land and in northeast Georgia. The region's going into head-to-head play now, and things are starting to mean a little more. Wins and losses, runs that you score on your opponents, all come into play when we get into the tiebreaker situations to determine the 4 seeds of the playoffs from Region 8-5A who advances to postseason play in the state. With that note, we're going to cue to the region standings as of the second week of region play here in 2013. And as we look at the standings, defending state champion Loganville's streaking out in first place. They're undefeated at 6-0. They've scored 52 runs in 6 games. If you do the math, that's right close to 9 runs per contest. They've been struggling a little bit on defense, but even playing badly, the Loganville Red Devils are undefeated. They're just coming off of a victory over Flowery Branch, a close 5-4 win this past Wednesday night. Loganville appears to be the front runner again in Region 8-5A. There's a 2-way tie for second place. The Windabara Bulldogs, the Double G Bulldogs, are there with their county neighbor, Appalachia, the Wildcats from Appalachia. So you got 2 Barrow County teams tied for second, both at 5-1. The big difference is Windabara has outscored Appalachia in 6 games by about 20 runs, 58-36. Windabara came off a very close call last night at their place against Clarke Central. Clarke Central scored 5 runs in the 5th inning, but wasn't enough to catch the Double G Dogs as Windabara won a close one 7-6. Appalachia traveled to Athens last night and beat Cedar Shows, but they had to get 4 runs in the 7th inning to pull away from the victory 4-2 over Cedar on the east side of Athens. As we go to the 4th spot, the region newcomer and ranked 17th in the land, and when I say the land, I don't mean the state of Georgia, I mean the entire country. The Gainesville Red Elephants, 3-1 in region play. They've scored 30 runs thus far in region competition. They're coming off a fresh 10-0 victory over Salem. In that game yesterday against Salem, Michael Geddes finished that game with 3 runs scored and a pair of RBIs. He was 3 for 3 for the day. Hunter Anglin went 2 for 3 with a pair of runs, scored, and also had 2 RBIs. Caleb Whitton was 2 for 3. Luke Moore added 2 RBIs. This is a very strong hitting bunch from Gainesville. They attack the first pitch. They don't hold anything back. They like to jump on you early. In both games against Salem, within the first couple of innings, they were already out to big 9-0 leads. So the Gainesville Red Elephants making their presence known in Region 8-5A in the 4th spot. After that, there's another Hall County school, kind of between Gwinnett County and Hall County, and that's the Flowery Branch Falcons. They're in the 5th spot. They're at 4-2. They've lost 2 heartbreaking games to the Loganville, the front runner. They lost 5-4 last night. On Monday, they lost 6-4. They played the Red Devils as tough as you can. But the big thing about the Branch, they found their bats again. They're scoring 49 runs in region play. Look for the Branch to make some noise and to vie for that 4th playoff position as the region play goes on. In the 6th spot from Conyers is Heritage. They've had a couple of games off. They're at 1-3. Their lone victory coming over Appalachia. Their most recent region game, they lost to Windabara 12-1. In the 7th spot, Salem 0-4. Only 2 runs scored in region competition this year. They've had to play the big boys. They played Loganville and Gainesville back-to-back in 4 games. One of the biggest reasons Salem's sitting at 0-4. After averaging 12 runs per contest in non-region play, Salem only scoring 2 runs in the last 4 games. And then, of course, there's a 2-way tie for 8th. 2 Athens schools, Clarke Central at 0-6, Cedar Shows at 0-6. Clarke Central, by virtue of more runs scored, sitting on top of Cedar as they've scored 21 runs in 6 games, and Cedar offense only mustering up 10 runs. That's your region standings as of the second week of region play in 2013. And now we'll go to the segment of the show where we try to recognize some special people in the region as well as at Clarke Central in the baseball of Week 2. And we'll start off with our Region 8-5A Coach of the Week. And that honor this week goes to Jeff Seegers of Loganville. Coach Seegers has got Loganville off, as we said before, to an undefeated start in region play at 6-0. Overall, the team is 14-1. The lone loss, I believe, this year coming to Brookwood, a 6A school out of Gwinnett County and down toward Atlanta. When they had the week off, they played another powerhouse team from Tennessee. I want to say it's Farragut. Not too sure about the spelling, F-A-R-R-G-U-T-T-E or something like that, but a power program from Tennessee came down to Loganville, and Loganville defeated that team 10-0. So nothing but praise for Jeff Seegers, the coach of Loganville, our 8-5A Coach of the Week. For our Region 8-5A Player of the Week, this week we decided to give it to Wandabara Senior Travis DEMERITTE. Travis DEMERITTE hit 2 3-run bombs this week, both of those home runs coming against Clarke Central. For the week, he drove in 10 RBIs in games played against Clarke Central and against Heritage. Against Heritage, Travis also pitched a 4-hitter. And so to give you a little bit of what Travis DEMERITTE's all about, our producer Chris Crump has put together some highlights. You'll be hearing the voice of the Gladiators, Chris Gilmore, as you watch these highlights of Travis DEMERITTE.
Joseph runner over at first, deals. And that ball is shot to center field. Patrick Matthews goes back to the wall, hits off about 3/4 of the way up the wall. Dunnigan will come in. Badgett will head over to third, and DEMERITTE's in there with a double. First inning, doubled in 2 of those runs. That ball is shot to right field, and that ball's out of here. That's not even close. Heads out toward the street. That is a 3-run home run for Winder Barrow. That ball, like I said, they got up in the air toward right field, and they just carried on out of here. DEMERITTE is 2 for 2 on the day with a double, 2-run double, and a 3-run shot to right field.
That senior superstar for Wandabara, Travis DEMERITTE, as you got to see him hit a double and a homer. Congratulations, Travis DEMERITTE, Region 8-5A Player of the Week. As we go now to the Clarke Central players of varsity and junior varsity, we're going to honor their players of the week, and we'll start off with the Clarke Central varsity player of the week, and it's newcomer sophomore Jordan Bonner. Jordan Bonner was just recently pulled up for the injured Chris Resby, and he's been nothing but stellar in right field. In his first at bat as a varsity Gladiator this season, he hit a 3-run double against Appalachia. He also gunned down a runner against Flowery Branch from the right field side. Nothing but high praise and nothing but a bright future for this young sophomore Jordan Bonner. And again, we'll go to the voice of the Glads, Chris Gilmore, and go to the highlights of sophomore Jordan Bonner.
Clarke Central really needs to get 1 run out of this. It bases loaded with 1 out. Heart of their order did exactly what they were supposed to do, get on base and get over. And that ball is shot to left field. Ryan Janko turns around and gets over his head. Hunter Cutts will come in. So will Luke Bennett. And so will Tucker Crumpton. That is a bases clearing double for Jordan Bonner. Nice shot out there to left field.
Again, congratulations to Clarke Central Varsity Player of the Week, sophomore sensation Jordan Bonner, as he has done an excellent job since getting the call up from JV to varsity. Our Clarke Central Junior Varsity Player of the Week goes to an 8th grader from Bernie Harris Lyons Middle School, Cole Malassa. Cole has been excellent in clutch hitting situations. He's had some defensive web gems as well. He pretty much does it all for this junior varsity squad. And again, we're going to go to some highlights of Cole. You're going to get to see a lot in this highlight clip. He's going to be seen getting a single, a stolen base, a double, and turning a double play from the catching position. So let's go to the highlights of Cole. Again, congratulations go out to all of our coaches and players of the week. Again, 8-5A Coach of the Week, Jeff Siggers out of Loganville. 8-5A Player of the Week, Travis DeMeritte from Windabara. Clarke Central Varsity Player of the Week, Jordan Bonner. And Clarke Junior Varsity Player of the Week, Cole Malassa. We just want to remind everybody out there watching the show that this Friday's games in the region, they might not appear to be any kind of big matchups, but as you'll find out in region play, every game means something when it comes to those tiebreaker situations. This Friday night, Loganville travels over to Appalachia. Flowery Branch goes to Conyers to play Salem. Cedar Shows will go over to Barrow County to play Windabara. And Clarke Central is off until Wednesday when they'll host the Big Red Bully from Hall County, the Gainesville Red Elephants. That's going to do it for the Region Update show for the second week of Region Play. For our engineer and producer Chris Crumpton, for our executive producer John Ward, I'm Buster Crumpton. So long, everybody.